QR codes. They are back.
And here we go. Be sure to visit soundmind.app, peachjar.com, and nicholsstrategies.com. Advocating for public education, sharing our stories, and celebrating our schools, students, and staff. From crisis communications to media relations, social media, and everything in between. We're here to give you the best strategies, tools, and techniques to help you help others. Welcome to the School PR Podcast, brought to you by Peach Jar, SoundMind, and Nichols Strategies. Here's your hosts, Matthew Jennings and Ryan Ferran.
It's a School PR Podcast. You'll go with us, just Ryan today. And just a quick podcast for you. We are talking QR codes, and just thought I'd share some thoughts on QR codes and using them again as they have made a comeback. So should you consider using them if you're not already? And what are some things to avoid and some techniques to utilize to get the most out of your QR codes? So yeah, I think they're definitely back. And the reason they're back is because it's very easy to use them now. You used to need the apps to scan the QR code. So you're opening an app, then you're taking the shot of the QR code. And so it was a few steps. Not a lot of people knew how to do it. By the time it caught on, it got kind of annoying, and then it really faded out. And then the phone makers, they put the QR readers basically in everyone's camera, and so they are much easier to utilize, and you're seeing them everywhere now. They're on commercials, on your TV, billboards, flyers, magazines, and there's a reason they're everywhere, because they are working. They're a good way to do it, quick way to take you to a link. When you think about it a little bit deeper, it is kind of odd that somebody will scan something that may have taken them 10 seconds to type in their phone, but it works, it's easy, and I think you should start utilizing them when you can. And we're sending out a mailer, community, old-fashioned print mailer, and we're definitely using one with a short code to see how it tracks, and that's how you can use them. I'm using Bitly QR codes. I know there's a lot of different QR code apps and creators that you can find and utilize, and I'm sure there's some good ones. I use Bitly anyway, and with one of the upgraded plans with Bitly that gives you more data, you also get the QR codes. So for me, that's really easy and simple, and so I've been using the Bitly QR codes upgraded plan and been liking it so far. Now, QR codes, since they're back and they're popular, everyone's using them. Some people are trying to stand out in the QR code space, and they're getting fancy with color, design, and that sort of thing. I would keep it really basic right now so people recognize that it's a QR code. Remember, not everyone is tech savvy like you and don't recognize them. So it's different color, different pattern. It's not the square, it's a circle, it's a triangle. You may confuse some folks, and you don't want to do that. So I know design, aesthetics are important, but I actually think they're a lot less important. The mission is to get the information, the content, to get people to the link. So if that sacrifices aesthetics and appeal and artistic creativity, then do it. It's not about a pretty poster, flyer, information. It's about getting somebody to absorb said information. So I think you should keep them simple so people can recognize them. And the other mistake I think people may be making is just because you have the QR code doesn't mean you shouldn't put the link under the QR code as well. QR codes are back. They're very popular. A lot of people know how to use them now, but still, you'll have a lot of people that are not so tech savvy. We won't name them. We probably could offend them because they're probably not listening to this podcast, but they are the people that you want getting to those links. So still include the links under the QR code to make it really easy. There's space there. It'll still look clean. You could short code it, whatever you need to do, but don't just put the QR code. At least I find it's more effective to give them more information. You're not making the design messy with all this text and everything. I just think it's a good idea to give them options. The more options, the better. That's why we not only post on Facebook, we post to YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, wherever we're posting, because we're trying to get it as easy and convenient to the people as possible. So go ahead and use those QR codes, but still throw in the link there to make sure that anyone wants to get to that link, get that additional information, they can. So next time you're designing something, whether it's a website, an app, a flyer, think about those QR codes and how you can utilize them. The other thing to keep in mind is if you're designing something web-based for the mobile app, QR codes, are they going to be as effective? Because if somebody's on their phone, how are they scanning that QR code? So think about that. Shouldn't be a big problem, but if it's something, a mobile-only design, you definitely want to add the link in there as well. So I'm finding QR codes are everywhere. We're seeing them on TV. They're easy to point, shoot, get to the link, get that additional information. So really consider using them. If you have a favorite QR code creator you like, that's easy, simple, gives you some data, and you found effective, let us know. Like to hear about that. But yeah, I've been happy with the one I've been using, and definitely starting to incorporate a lot more QR codes and seeing some success. So give that a try, and I hope that works for you. Great chatting with everyone. Hope everyone is well. Keep telling those stories. We have a new Facebook page for the School PR Podcast. Just search School PR Podcast on Facebook. We have our Instagram. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. And our sponsors as well, Nickel Strategies, Peach Jar, and SoundMind. Follow them, support them. They support us and everything they do. So we really appreciate them. Thanks so much, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful day.